Hi, welcome to the Global Digital Identity Deep Dive as part of the Blockchaingers Hackathon series. As part of this, we are hosted by the Ministry of Interior and Kingdom Relations of the Netherlands, for which we are invited by the State Secretary. I, Rick van der Klei, as an interviewer, will discuss this event with the State Secretary himself, Mr. Raymond Knops. Welcome.
Okay.
Or it's strange for me to say welcome, because we're
well,
guests at your venue, right?
It's even me that is a guest here in our own department, because it's nobody owes it. It's collective goods.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm proud that we, as a Ministry of the Interior, host this meeting, this big event, because it can be society changing what people are doing here and discussing. Well, disruptive has a little bit of negative connotation, but I would say there are a lot of opportunities, and of course we have to be aware of the negative effects and the implications for the way we organize our society, how government is doing. Yeah. But I see a lot of opportunities, and it's better to be part of that in the front runner group than only be at the bandwagon. So that's the reason I personally was very enthusiastic to participate here in this event, and also endorsed all the people in the ministry that are engaged with this subject to be very proactive and to go out. And,
yeah. So you're also an ambassador, a campaigner within the ministry to
yes, but there are more people that I think are an ambassador. But yes, I'm feeling, without knowing exactly 100% what the implications of blockchain are for the government.
Who does? Huh?
Yeah, it's an exciting subject, but you have to be there. Everybody feels that this will change the way we have organized our government. So, well, and then be in the front group. That's very good. And asking a lot of questions, because I'm not a specialist in this subject, but I feel that we can make a lot of steps forward. We need to ask the right questions, and because I don't know a lot of this subject, I can ask a lot of stupid questions, and the specialists have to answer them. So that's also the exciting element.
Yeah, as a government, you're not in the lead as usual then.
Yes, you can say that in a traditional way of organizing government, you could say that it's top-down. It's a government that makes proposals, makes laws, and sets the organization in where everybody is working. And now there comes a balance. So there's a group of non-designated people that invent some things that have big influence on the way we work together. So that makes a more even-handed position. And that's good, because in the new decades, the government's role in society will definitely change, and we have to be more, let's say, on the same level with other parties, with businesses, with people. People want to.
And what influence might blockchain have in this changing of roles?
I think the top-down position that we have now will change into a more equal society, wherein people can define themselves or determine themselves which information they want, or they want to give to governmental organizations, which not. And it's like a cafeteria model.
Cafeteria?
Yeah, so you can choose yourself what you want. And that's something different than the way we have organized government up to now.
Yeah. Why are we at the Ministry of Interior and Kingdom Relations here rather than another ministry? Is that just a result of your personal interest in the blockchain topic, or more?
No, no, I wouldn't say that. Within the government, the digital governance, the digital governance is put in this ministry. So I'm responsible for that. But it doesn't mean that I'm the only one who's engaged with this subject. All ministries have to deal with this in one way or the other with their own organizations, because every organization faces the challenges of new technology and digitalization. So I'm the coordinating person in the cabinet, but all the other ministries could be involved as well.
Yeah. One of the reasons for this event series to be organized is also to find the challenges that blockchain applications might be relevant to.
Yeah.
a bit of another way of working rather than
Yeah.
seeing challenges and finding services
Yeah.
to address those. Are there certain social challenges that you deem relevant for blockchain applications to focus on?
First of all, the way people have access to information is completely different than 10, 20 years ago. So people are used to have access to a lot of information. The problem is there's so much information and so much disinformation too, that it's especially for the ones who are not skilled or less skilled or less able to use all the technologies, to also give them access to the new technologies. And
so my grandma,
for example, but also people that have handicaps or people that are not highly educated or fear the new technologies. And I'm aware of the fact that 2 million people in the Netherlands, at least, belong to that category. So they are not used to, or not willing, or not able to have access. And it's also my responsibility within the government to also engage them in this process. So that means low thresholds, no hindrances, make technology as accessible as possible, and inform people what the consequences are of using kinds of technology and dealing with data, with their personal data, for example.
Yeah, informing citizens, that's one responsibility you deem relevant. And what about the functioning of the government itself? The IT chains are very well known, within the Netherlands also, well known to be complicated, complex issues on which there is spent a lot of money. Do you see a certain role for startups in helping the government out?
Absolutely. I'm very honest in that. Bureaucracy in the Netherlands has brought us very far. So we have a well-functioning government if you compare it to other countries. We are on the top of the world.
By all standards.
Yeah, but the other side of the coin is that because we have a very well-functioning government, it's not highly adaptive. So it's the mainstream is going on and going on, and we should use all these impulses from startups and smart people to change in a positive way the way we govern. So every advantage has its disadvantage. In this case, we have a well-functioning government, but it makes it more difficult sometimes to change because all the systems are in place. There have been a lot of investments on IT systems, for example, and adapting or changing your system costs a lot of money.
Yeah,
so
inherently.
Yeah, and it's not always clear from a political perspective what are the rewards, what are the outcomes, the positive outcomes. So we know what it costs, but we can't account exactly what it delivers.
Yeah. So that makes for a difficult balance of arguments in such discussions.
Absolutely, and whereas in a company you can say my turnover is growing because of investments in blockchain, you cannot always say this from a public perspective.
Yeah.
On the other hand, we have to go with the flow, but even more than that, we have to be in the front group.
So we need an entrepreneurial climate.
Yes, within the government, and that's what I want to achieve together with the civil servants here, to let them participate in this exciting procedures and meetups, and nobody is sure what the outcome will be. But we know if you're not there, you will lose maybe also control, but also grip and information on what's essential for today's government.
Yeah, so it's hardly an option to leave out the blockchain technology from government.
We have to be part of this, yes.
Yeah. For April, we have scheduled a Blockchaingers Hackathon to become a bit more practical, to find blockchain applications for social challenges that we're discussing today. What would you expect from such an event, from such a hackathon that will be organized in Groningen in early April?
Yeah, it's a good question because part of this process is that you not always know what the outcome will be. So that's the exciting thing.
You know some of the costs.
Yeah, but in my dreams, I would say, let's hope that there will be some new elements of invention that we can bring in our own processes to improve our own processes. And all these ideas and also new concepts can contribute to have a better government, a better functioning government. That's my goal.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be there in Groningen and to see some of these pitches.
So you will join us for this event in
Yes,
Groningen?
I will do.
Very nice to hear. So we have support from the top levels of government in the Netherlands, at least to discover the opportunities of blockchain technology. And who knows what results it might bring.
We will see. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Raymond Knops.